today I'll be talking to you about them. So, I'm pretty sure everyone watching loves to watch TV. Do you guys like watching TV? I know some people don't like watching TV. I personally don't like watching TV too much, but it can be fun. I like to watch it online more. So one of the ways that you can study English at home and practice English at home is by watching English TV. Now, one of the shows that I recommend would be The Simpsons. It's very good for learning slang words and it's very entertaining. It's a very funny show. It's very good for knowing stuff that you should use on your day-to-day life, for socializing. It's a very good show to pick up English from. And it's also hilarious. It's really funny. Yeah, I don't like watching TV either. It's better if you watch it online. A lot of people prefer watching stuff online. Like everything lately has been online anyway, so it is better if you watch it online. Another show that you can watch is Friends. It's very popular. It's a very popular show and it's very nice. The show went on for many years. The English is very casual, it's very relaxed, and it's also very good for learning day-to-day life. Yeah. One of the best things you can do is obviously watch TV. And those are just a couple of shows. You can watch movies, you can watch anything. Also, you can listen to songs. Songs are very important. By listening to songs, you get to think of the words a lot, especially if they get stuck in your head. If it's a catchy song and the lyrics get stuck in your head. Yes, it's a very good way to learn English. And another thing to do, you can play video games if you are interested. If you are interested in video games, then play story video games. The video games that have stories in them are very important. They can help you learn a lot about English, especially the role-playing games, the story games. They are very good for listening and for conversation and for speaking, because these games always require you to answer questions and have conversations with the characters in the game. And it's not always about killing monsters or like fantasy, even though obviously because it's a game, then there is going to be killing monsters and fantasy ideas, but its main idea is usually the story. So some games like this would be Final Fantasy, Legend of Zelda. It's Final Fantasy is one of my own favorite games. It's really nice. Another thing you can do, of course, is attend online English classes. You can attend with us, Live English Academy, online. Everything is online right now, so you can join our courses. I'm from England. I'm from London, North Hampstead. You can attend our courses with us online and join our WhatsApp groups. We're very active. There are a lot of activities. We share songs a lot, we share movies, we read a lot of stories. It's very fun, and there's classes for all ages, from children to adults to teachers even. It's a very we have a very wide range of classes. We have a lot of variety, so there's always going to be English that you want to learn, whether it's business English, conversational English, speaking. We do everything. Another thing you can do, yes, Mr. Muhammad can do that in a moment. Another thing you can do is listen to the radio. Although I know in Egypt there aren't that many English radios, but Nile FM, I'm pretty sure everyone knows about Nile FM. It's a good one. They always talk in English. So if you're in the car, or if you're going anywhere, or if you're just listening to the radio for whatever reason, tune into Nile FM. It's very good for listening and speaking. It would be great as well to learn new songs and listen to new songs. Yeah. And of course, one of the best things you can do is read books. Do you love to read books? I personally really like reading. One of my favorite authors is Agatha Christie. She's good for detective stories. I really love detective stories a lot. Reading books obviously isn't just for improving your comprehension. It's also a very good part of your private relaxation time. You can have a lot of fun just reading some books. Books are not just studying. Okay. A couple of books you can read are Harry Potter. It's a very good book. It's a series of books. There are many books of Harry Potter. There's also Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's easy and it's good. There's also Agatha Christie. She's one of my favorites. It's a little bit more complicated. How to improve listening. As I said, you can improve your listening by reading, listening to the radio, listening to songs and movies and video games. Video games are so important when it comes to listening and speaking and conversations, because the game characters would talk to you and you would have to reply to them correctly in order to go ahead with the story. If you're a beginner and you can't understand me, then one of your best choices is doing online English classes. As I said, we do that, of course. We have a wide range of classes that you can attend. It's very good for if you're a beginner, and you can also, if you're a beginner, watch easier shows with subtitles so you can know what they're saying. So yeah, also you can talk to yourself. This doesn't necessarily mean that you're crazy. Part of learning a language is becoming more familiar with it and building up your confidence. So to do that, you need to be able to practice and to talk to yourself. Yes. Also, another thing you can do, this can improve your writing. It can be a very relaxing activity, is if you keep a diary, if you keep writing everything you did in a day. Today was the 21st of April. Today I did this and this and this, and I talked about my day in my diary. This is very good to practice your writing and your grammar skills. It will improve your everyday English. Do you guys have any questions? If there are any questions, please drop a comment and I'll answer them right away. There are also videos on our YouTube page that you can watch. A lot of videos that help you sound more like a native. Hello. There are videos that make you sound more like native, teach you all the ins and outs of sounding more native. We tell you everything you need to know to sound more native. We talk about idioms, we talk about do's and don'ts, what to do to sound more native, what you shouldn't do to sound more native. And we talk about a lot of things that cover your speaking and your listening and your conversation skills. They are very important, and yes, it would be one of the best ways that you can practice listening is by practicing with our videos. Alright, kind of shows would you like to watch? English shows, of course. Personally, one of my favorite English shows would be Friends is a good show. As I said, it's one of my favorites. And their English is very casual, very relaxed. So this is a must if you want to sound natural when you're talking in English. And it's available with subtitles. So you would want to know what they're talking about, obviously. Yes. Alright. Another thing you can do is meet and talk to native English speakers. I mean, I'm here at Live English Academy, here to talk to you guys, here to have you guys practice your conversation and your English skills. And there are many ways to find native English speakers to talk to them. But of course, the easiest way is right here in front of you. So, yes, it definitely is one of the easiest way. Thank you guys for joining today. Again, do you guys have any questions? Alright, well, if no one has, what's the difference between American and British accent? That's a good. Alright, the differences between an American and British accent is usually especially the R, the letter R. Americans always emphasize on the letter R while they are talking, but British people don't. We usually omit the R. It's usually an R. So, are you ready today? But obviously, in the beginning of the sentence, British people would pronounce the R. However, if it's in the middle of a word, we don't pronounce the R. Americans are also very emphasizing on every letter. British people tend to speak quicker and just omit some of the letters. A lot of the words that we use have a lot of silent letters. What are the best movies to watch for learning English? Any movie can be one of the best. Of course, if it's a good movie, as long as you enjoy it, then that is one of the best movies I can do. I personally recommend Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's a very good movie. I also recommend the shows The Simpsons and Friends, because again, I talked about this earlier, but The Simpsons is very good for learning slang words and learning the English that you use every day from day-to-day life. And it's very good for knowing what's happening on nowadays. So because of The Simpsons, it always uses comedy that's happening during the day. So it's very good to stay connected and culturally connected with the internet and pop culture. If you have any more questions, please drop them in the comments and I'll answer them right away. What Netflix series did I enjoy the most? That's a good question. I really liked Sherlock. Sherlock is a very good show. I loved it a lot. It's also British, so if you want to practice your accent, you can watch Sherlock. It's good for that. He does speak kind of quickly though, so you might want to turn your subtitles on. I also really enjoyed The Witcher. It's a very good series. I really like fantasy stuff, so The Witcher was obviously one of my favorites. Tell me some of your favorite shows on Netflix. I would be happy to hear some of that. And of course, feel free to ask more questions. You're welcome. Thank you. If you guys have Netflix, then I would definitely recommend watching Yes, Peaky Blinders is a very good show. I really liked Peaky Blinders. It's great. I would definitely recommend watching Peaky Blinders. It's good for learning English as well. Even though some of the English they use is kind of old, but it's good for knowing the formalities of English. Money Heist. Money Heist is good, but isn't it in Spanish? We want to learn English here, not Spanish. How can I improve my skill of listening? Good. As we said, to improve your listening, you can listen to songs, English songs, of course, while reading the lyrics. So, if you want to improve your listening to a song alone is not going to be enough. It's going to be good, but you need to know what they are saying. So, you need to look at the lyrics as well as listening to them. And if there's a word that you don't know, then you should look it up, type it on Google and ask Google for the meaning of the word that you don't know. Also, another way you can improve your listening is listening to CDs of stories. Listening to CDs of stories. While reading a story, you would listen to the story. It's very good for learning listening, for improving your listening skills. And of course, one of the best ways is to watch movies and videos. And I cannot stress this enough how important movies and videos and songs are for learning English. I know people that went from 0 to 100 just by watching movies, listening to songs, and watching videos. Anything is possible if you are determined to do it. You can turn your English from very bad to extremely good in a matter of time if you're determined. So what else? What else do you guys want to talk about? Are you guys interested in joining our course? As I said, we have a course for... Sorry. Is this better? Is it clearer like this? Yes, because I am British. I sound British because I am from England. Oh, I don't know what to do. Can you guys hear me now? Is it better now? What do I do? Hello? It's good now? Okay. Yes, I sound British because I am British. The reason I sound British is because I am from England. I'm from London, specifically Hampstead, if you know where that is. It's in northern London. So yes, if you guys have any more questions, please drop them. What time is it there now? The time in London is currently 7 p.m. Drop any questions you want and I'll be very glad to answer them. And also, another thing you can do, by the way, if you want to study English at home, there are many grammar exercises and vocab exercises online. We offer them as well with our course. We offer them as homework, as activities to do. It's very important, of course, to practice and practice and practice if you want to be better. Nothing gets better without practicing. Anything can be possible just if you practice and if you are determined. I pronounce often like often. Often. Thanks. Yes, often is usually pronounced as often by British people, but American people tend to pronounce often as often. And this is exactly what I meant by British people tend to omit letters and make letters silent. We usually don't pronounce the T in often. We never pronounce the R. especially if it's in the middle of a sentence. Sorry, if it's in the middle of a word, we don't pronounce the R. But if it's in the beginning of a word, yes. Alright, well, this is your last chance to ask any more questions. If you have any more questions, please drop them and I'll answer them. Okay, well, just remember to practice. Watch videos, watch movies, listen to songs, listen to the radio, read books, and most importantly, check out our course. It's one of the best courses you can find online. We help you learn. We help you learn conversation, listening, speaking, comprehension, everything from A to Z. We help you with it. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys around sometime soon. Goodbye.